All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a high converting drop servicing website. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So first things first, we're going to be using Gempages to build the actual product page. So Gempages is just like a builder where you can drag and drop different things, adjust everything, and basically you have a lot of flexibility if you want to change something and stuff like that. So you are really not attached to any developer or anything like that. And this is super cool. This is something that I use for my own website, and I started using this recently. So let's get right into it. So as you can see right here, I have a blank Gempages product page, and I've set this up specifically for this tutorial. So with that being said, let's get right into it. By the way, I'm only going to be designing the mobile page, so I'm not going to be designing the desktop or the tablet version for the sake of the tutorial, but it's pretty much all the same. It's just different formats. So since you're going to be most likely getting your traffic from social media, 80 to 90% of your traffic is going to be from mobile. So that means that it's best if I design this page for mobile. So let's get right into it. This is going to be a very in-depth tutorial. So sit back, relax, and look at the way I'm going to be building this page. So first things first, let's go ahead and drag a row. This is basically like an element, right? Like the main element. Second thing we want to do is we want to drag a heading, and let's name this custom pet portrait, right? Because as you know, on my channel, I talk about custom illustrations, drop servicing. So this is what I'm going to be teaching you here. Custom pet portrait. All right, next thing, let's drag a product. Actually, I should drag a product here. And let's remove this right here because we don't need this. And let's keep the pet portrait here. And now let's drag and drop our image. So product image right here. This is going to be our main product image. Let's put the width to 100. And then we want to drag and drop image list. We're going to change the image list to slider. All right, looks good. In the slider, we're going to enable loop, and we are going to enable active border. All right, so this is looking pretty good. The next thing I like to do, and I got this from Ezra, is I like to put a customer testimonial. So right underneath here, or actually we're going to drag and drop another row like this, and then we're going to put this here. And here I have already prepared. We are going to be using this testimonial here. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's make this smaller. Something like this, okay? All right, it's looking good. The next thing we want to do is let's add a separator to kind of separate this from the next phase. And let's make this perhaps 50. Yeah, 50 is fine. All right, next thing, let's add another heading. And let's name this Start Your Order. So this is going to be an instruction, or not an instruction, actually we're going to now be adding the variants, the swatches, and everything. So start your order. Now let's add the variants. Ooh, this is dropped to product, so we will have to drag a product to this row here again. So let's delete this again. And drag this heading here into product. Drag the separator here and the heading. All right, so now we're inside of the product module. So if you want to make the space smaller here to make it look nicer, you just click on the row, design, spacing, and then here you can add like -20 or -40. Oh, minus 40, minus 50, minus 60. Yeah, we can add minus 60. So this should be fine. Okay. Next thing is we're going to drop our variance. It should work now since we're in a product module. All right, number of pets looks good. The next thing, let's go ahead and drop swatches. This is going to be for the color. It says number of people. Unfortunately, I don't think we're able to change that because I need to create another product. But inside of Shopify, if you have the variance inside of Shopify set to number of people and the color backgrounds, then you can go ahead and change this, right? It's just going to pull that from there. Otherwise, you can create two separate products. That's the second option. Or the third option is you can hire a web developer to create these color swatches for you, okay? So for the color swatches, to change them and to make them color boxes, right, instead of these numbers here, let's click on Open Manager, number of pets, background, manual. Okay, and then here, let's go back here, because here I have a, wait a second, okay. I need to add next past, okay. Yeah, so here they are. Let's get these colors here so we know exactly which colors. So it's white, and then we will have, oh, it's not working. Okay, then we'll have to improvise. So let's just go to swatches, Open Manager, number of pets, background, manual. So one of them is white. We'll just keep it at white, or we can do like eggshell, I guess. Second, we can go blush. So it's kind of orangey, something like that. Number 3 was something dark blue. So let's just keep it like this. Let's keep it nice and funky. You get the gist of it. Let's have it at pink or like reddish. And then the 5th one, let's go for something yellowish. Yeah. So, bam, you can have the colors. And then you want to remove the text. And there you have the color swatches. And you can see right here, when I change this, it changes the number of pets here. But as I said, I just didn't prepare well enough. But if you have the variants in your Shopify backend, this should work fine, okay? Okay, so the next thing is we want to add our add to cart button. Okay, so for add to cart, let's make the text bigger. Let's keep the font as it is. Where is the stretch button? It was somewhere, stretch button, okay. Let's change the background color to greenish. Not too bright though, something like this. Should be fine, okay. Let's add a little more spacing here. So there's some space, okay. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Another thing that I forgot here is image upload, right? So since we're doing custom illustrations and people are going to be uploading their photos, we need to have some kind of a file upload. So if you just click, if you just type upload, I have this here, but you can also add the elements. So if you search here, for example, upload, you can see it's a file upload here. So you just drag this here, okay, and you have the drag and drop. You can also change the text inside here, so you can choose your photo, and there we go, okay. So that looks pretty good. Now let's add some trust badges. So we can add a heading here. We can say secure checkout with, let's make this smaller. And then let's add an image. So once you added the trust badges image, just make the width smaller. So perhaps something like 200. Yeah, that should be fine. And then if you want to add a little space here as well, feel free to do so. Yeah, something like this looks good. The next thing, let's add tabs. So here you have tabs. All right, and here let's add description, reviews, and frequently asked questions. So you do like this, you just write description. Here you write reviews, and here we write FAQs, okay? So let's start with the reviews because that's the easiest one. So once again, you search for loops. It's not going to be here, but once again, you add the elements, you search it here, and it's going to be here, right? So loops, product page, and plus stars. So all you got to do is literally drag this here, and that's it. And then you're going to have all your reviews in that tab. How cool is that? For the FAQs, you want to search for this accordion, and you're going to have all these titles here. Now, I'm not going to, go and do a lot of them, but how long does it take? I'm just going to do one for you here, because otherwise this video is going to be way too long, but you get the gist of it. And then here you can drop a text block, and here you can say, our talented artists are super busy, but we aim to create your illustration within 5-7 days, or whatever your turnaround time is, okay? And then you do that for the rest of them, and if you want to have more, all you got to do is just click here and just duplicate them, right? It's going to create more of them. So now for the description, we can add a text block. And here I have already prepared some text. Oh, by the way, we have a couple of more things that we can add here. Let's just copy this. We can just plain. Okay, so we have a little description. Also, let's add, what should we add here? You can add features if you want, but I'm not going to do it now. We can add this little digital product only disclaimer. This is important because you want to make sure that your customers understand that this is only a digital product that you're selling. If you're doing physical products, however, then obviously you don't want to do this. So let's add this after the add to cart. So right here, we will just add a little heading right here. And here we can say, please note, this is a digital product only. Like this, right? And we add a little spacing here. Oh, nope. Here. And then we add a little margin. All right, looks good. So you can see right now what we have is, by the way, I have disabled the header and the footer because I don't want to disclose my website, but you can also, Gempages pulls your header and your footer from Shopify. So usually what you will see here is your header with the logo, with the menu, with everything, right? But for the case of this video, I have removed that. We have the product image, the slider, customer testimonial, start your order, you have the number of pads, the colors, upload button, add to cart. By the way, with add to cart, Gempages has this pretty cool thing here. You can do, I think, hover options. No, not hover options. Where is it? You can do like an effect. So it's going to, here, effect. So you can do a little shake. So it's going to shake when the customer scrolls, which is pretty cool. And then also what you can do is you can make it change colors. So if you go to hover options, background hover color, we can add a little change of color here. So when a customer clicks the button, it's going to change colors, right? Also pretty cool. You have the trust badges, the disclaimer that it's a digital product only. Then you have the tabs, right? Then you have the reviews here. You have the FAQs and a description. And then lastly here, you'll have your footer, or additionally what you can do is you can add more elements as you wish, right? So what I have on my website is I have a little instruction on how to actually go ahead and create your order. It's up to you if you want to do that or not. Your product page is going to be longer, but if you want to do that, then you just drop a row. And here you can start adding, for example, headers. You can say like how to order, right? Or how to order, or how to get started. And then you can drop another heading, and you can say something like step 1. Ooh, can I type? Choose the number of pets. Choose the number of pets. Then let's make this smaller. Okay. And then you can add, for example, an image here. We can add a product image, but once again, we will need the product here. So let's do that. The product module can contain another product. Oh, so I think we're already here. So let's just drag a product image. Where is it? There it is. Here we can choose the product. So somewhere we can choose the first available, first image from Shopify admin. Yeah, so or alternatively, you can upload just a regular image here. So if you drag image and you click replace image, here let's choose up to 5 pets. All right, that's this, and then we can click step 2. Just duplicate that. Step 2. Choose the background color. Okay. Let's add a little spacing here as well. Like this. And then we can add another image. Let's add this one. And then the third step is, is it working? Okay, there we go. And then the third step is, no, I didn't drop it in the right place here. Is that fine? No, something is wrong. There we go. Step 3, upload your photo. Okay, and then we just drag actually we can just duplicate this and drag it here and change the image. Bam. And then here you're gonna have your footer. So let's take a look at how our website turned out. So we have let's pretend that we have the header with the logo. Then we have the product image, we have the slider. A person can click on these images and the image is going to change here. He can also swipe left and right. Then we have the testimonial, start your order, choose the number of pets. This is going to be a drop down. Then he can change the color background here, which is pretty cool because it gives it it's like colors, so it's visual. Then you have the little upload button here, so they can just click browse and they will be able to upload a photo. Then we have a little interactive add to cart button, trust badges. Then we have a little disclaimer that this is a digital product only. Then we have the tabs with the description. And by the way, you can always add more things here if you want, but this is how I build my websites. So you can add more if you want the description, different text, or add an image, or that's up to you. Then you have the reviews. So your reviews and loops are going to be synced directly here. So when a customer is going to be clicking through the tabs, he will see the reviews. And then finally, you have the FAQs here, where all the different questions that may come up during the order process, right? And then here we have how to get started. So this is like a simple, like a visual instruction, just once again to make sure that the customer understands what he needs to do on the website. So step 1, choose the number of pets. Step 2, choose the background color. And step 3, upload your photo, right? And then at the end, let's pretend we have the footer. So this is pretty much how my drop servicing custom illustration website looks like. And it works well. It converts at around 2%, which is okay. Not that great, not that bad. Obviously, you can always improve it, but I found this to work super well. So yeah, let me know if this was helpful, if you found this video valuable. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, suggestions, comments, leave them down in the description as well. Not in the description, leave them down under the video. And on this note, thank you so much for watching this video. Till next time.